Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Deeks and welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Heartless One broadcast. This time it is going to be the red Zerg player Team Liquid's Zenio versus the blue Protoss player Team Liquid's HerO. So this is going to be a situation of Team Liquid versus Team Liquid. We have LiquidHerO, one of the best players on Team Liquid. The other one being Tasia, of course, the Korean trio, Tasia, HerO, and Zenio. And two of the three trio are here today. And HerO is arguably one of the best ones of the three. LiquidZenio, on the other hand, unfortunately is perhaps the least well known of the three. His results just don't seem like he's not very high profile. His results and things like that just don't seem to be as good as they could be. So it's like, oh yeah, Team Liquid, Tasia and HerO, very very good players. I do like them. And then you'll say, oh, what do you think about LiquidZenio? And then people may be like, LiquidZenio? Who's that? Who's LiquidZenio? There's a guy named Zenio on Team Liquid, never heard of him. Like that kind of situation. Like, people have never heard of him, which is very unfortunate. He is actually starting off with a 12 pool. This is something that I do like to do. Let you get out Zerglings very, very quickly before you would take your hatchery, so you can really deter any pylon blocks. Look at here, looks like he will be going for the Forge Fast Expand. Will he get the Nexus first? I don't think he will. He's just gonna go for the the Forge first, and then probably get the Nexus or the Gateway. And spawning pool almost completed for LiquidZenio, getting an Overlord, and will very soon get Zerglings and a Queen. Eventually those Zerglings will allow Zenio to take an expansion without having to worry about too many pylon blocks. This Forge is almost completed, and LiquidHerO is saving up for a Nexus. A Nexus Forge is going to come out, and then they will be able to get rid of this probe so that LiquidZenio can take an expansion. And this probe looks like it may try to block this drone from taking that expansion, but these drones, Zerglings will be able to prevent that. And yes, this probe will not survive very long, but he does get the cannon down anyway. But there are Zerglings here, and then that pylon won't really be able to do anything significant, and only delaying it by about 5 seconds, which is nothing too detrimental to be sure. And this probe will be chased away by those Zerglings. Gateway, cannon, pylon wall going down over here for LiquidZenio. LiquidHerO, as he places down this Nexus. Zenio and HerO both end with O, and they both sound quite similar. LiquidHerO going to put down his double gas. Yes, there goes that second gas. And Zenio take that third base. Yes, he places that down that third base right about meow. And the harvester count does show that Zenio is behind, but he should be able to steam rocket. He should be able to rocket ahead once all those bases complete. He can really start to pump out drones, and eventually he will be able to exceed LiquidHerO in worker count extremely quickly. And this Nexus and Gateway is about to complete. LiquidHerO, what tech will he go for? Obviously he will put down that cybernetics core. Will it be Twilight Council, Robotics Facility, Stargate, Gateway Pressure, 4 Gateway Pressure, because his Nexus is completed. You can put down 3 additional gateways, and once your warp gate research completes, you can then put down a lot of warp gates, start warping in, and really start putting on some pressure against these Zerg players. 3 hatcheries, you have 4 gateways versus 3 hatcheries, and not a lot of units from the Zerg. The Zerg will be forced to make a lot of units in order to defend that, and then you will pretty much not allow the Zerg player to get a lot of drones. Hatchery is almost completed, so this third base will start to be established. Queen not going to move its way down. One of these queens looks like it may move its way down. Stargate is about to come out, or just placed down for LiquidHerO as well. God, it's hot in this room, and there is a thunderstorm going outside. It is quite hot. There's a fan behind me, but I don't feel like turning it on. I won't do that. This probe may try to scout out this third base, and he will do that before these Zerglings can really kill it. No double Stargate, just the one Stargate. Very useful graphic text right there. Enables Phoenixes, Void Rays, and Oracles. Very, very useful. And this probe has confirmed that third base, and this Zealot may intercept. This Zealot and Stalker may intercept those Zerglings. Zerglings may fall. Are they going to get away? One does fall, but I think the other 3 will get away. No, 2 getting away. That Stalker does have a long arm and can shoot very, very quickly. Not very quickly, but very far. Oracle is going to come out and could start to deal some worker harass, but what also is doing some worker harass are these Zealots and Stalkers. If Singular's out in Stalker, oh, that Stalker gets completely surrounded. Nice work there by Zenio. I know this Zealot should be able to be taken care of before he kills that Queen. And another Queen is also about to come out. And this Overlord will scout the fact that there is a Stargate here, and Zenio should start to get some Spore Crawlers out, because Spore Crawlers will help defend against that. He needs the Spore Crawlers to defend against that. He does have one Queen, but this Queen is extremely weak, and that Oracle will be able to get rid of that Queen quite easily. And then the drones will be completely vulnerable. Queen does come in, but there are another Queen comes out just in time. HerO may lose this Oracle. He does kill that Queen though, and manages to not lose that Oracle. Very, very lucky there for LiquidHerO. Very lucky, or just very skillful. It's probably a combination of both, but two drones being caught in transition, but that Oracle taking a few more shots than necessary, and he will get away. And only 2 drone kills so far, nothing too terrible. This Overlord will get killed by that Phoenix, and now Roach 1 is completed. What is about to come out now? 58 Harvesters, 247, so yes, Zenio was able to catch up quite easily in that worker lead, and should start to get more drones quickly to get up to that magical 75 number. Hydra Den coming out, very interesting play. So Zenio gonna go for Roach Hydra, Ling Hydra, and there is a timing before HerO can get Colossus, where those Hydras will be extremely effective if you can engage in the right place. And before Colossus come out, there will be a time where Zenio can put on some very, very heavy, strong pressure with Hydras. And but once Colossus come out, that pressure will be completely useless unless HerO gets a lot of Phoenixes and can pick up a lot of the Hydras. But HerO will need Colossus to be able to hold off any Hydra pressure, and yes, a lot of Hydras are coming out. Harvester count is right about where Zenio would like it to be, and looks like there will be Hydra pressure coming out, and I don't know how many Phoenixes it will take to really stop that pressure. A few Hydras, 3 Hydras could all get picked up actually and killed off by those Phoenixes, but yes, will he pick up those Phoenix Hydras? Hydras in small numbers are actually extremely weak against Phoenixes. I know this Mothership Core will kill off those Zerglings. Zergling speed only about halfway, 60-75% completed. It's not very close to completed at all. And Hydras are starting to move across the map. No Hydra speed, only Hydra range. Hydra speed will be researched after this Hydra group spines. Revelation going down, so HerO will know exactly where these Hydras are for approximately 1 minute. I think that is 1 minute. Don't know how long it is. I think it is 1 minute. Yes, for 60 seconds, which is the same as 1 minute. Those Zerglings moving extremely quickly on the creep. They look very goofy, moving extremely quickly, and we'll find several drones there, and they'll kill several of those drones. Hydra's not able to kill even one Phoenix, another Spore, and they are going to find some more workers. Spar going down for LiquidZenio as well, and if he wants to put on some Hydra pressure, he is running out of time. A Colossus is about to come out, and then once that Colossus comes out, Hydra pressure will probably be completely nullified. Yeah, so those Phoenixes buying HerO just enough time to prevent that Hydra pressure, but Mothership Core could go down as well. But they don't have Hydra speed and timer going down. These Hydras could get caught out of position by these units. Oh, this could be bad for Zenio. He is caught out completely in the middle of the map with an inferior army count and inferior army composition. Just pure Link Hydra not going to do anything versus this Colossus and this army. He could try to snipe that Colossus, but these Hydras don't have Hydra speed, and that Oracle does get sniped though, so nice work there. Roach Hydra Corruptor is starting to be built for Zenio, getting Corruptors, getting some Roaches out, and the Hydra speed is about to finish. But his Hydra, if he was planning to do any Hydra pressure, he has lost the ability or that time to be able to do so, and now looks like LiquidHerO is going to be moving across the map and may start to put on some pressure on this 4th base. I think Zenio may have to sacrifice this base because he can't really hold that with the units he has. He has to wait for the Corruptors and more units to come out, otherwise he will just get completely rolled over by this army. And the Extended Thermal Lance is about to complete, and that will be the timing for HerO to attack. Once Extended Thermal Lance is going to finish in 5 seconds, and then he'll really be able to put on some pressure. It looks like Zenio is going to go for it. Corruptor's going to go straight for that. Go straight for that Colossus. Mothership Core gets killed off immediately, and so no Master Recall will be able to come in. But there's not a lot of units on the ground here from LiquidZenio, and flank coming in from Stalkers from LiquidHerO. So LiquidZenio has to pull back. Not quite enough ground units to really be able to support, kill off the rest of this ground army. Only 8 more Roaches coming out. not a lot of Hydras, and it's mostly Roaches, and with all these Immortals, oh, but lots of containments going down. Phoenix is going down as well, but only Roaches, and there is one Immortal here, and those Roaches will be cleaned up very quickly by those Stalkers. Infestation coming out for LiquidZenio, but I don't think that will be out in enough time. And if drones was to be pulled, oh, that is never a good situation. Drone's doing a pretty decent job, but another flank coming in from LiquidHerO. LiquidHerO just flanking all over the place. LiquidZenio never really having the army count to be able to stop this army dead in its tracks, which is a bad thing. Sometimes getting I think that fourth base getting that fourth base very early may have compromised his ability to get a lot of units out. Maybe try to do a little bit of Hydra pressure, but the Colossus timing just the Phoenix just really kind of prevented him from doing that. Kind of kept him in his base just for a little bit and allowed time for LiquidHerO to move out across the map, get a Colossus. And these Corruptors are pretty much useless, and but lots of Zerglings could be a very good unit composition, but Roaches and Hydra trying to get right in the face of those Stalkers with great Blink Micro coming in from LiquidHerO as well. LiquidZenio desperately trying to get a whole bunch of units out. He does have a lot of money. He can't really spend it all. How much larva does he have? Only 3 larva, just now getting 13 Roaches. So it looks like he may be able to hold it off right now. Corruption is coming out from those Corruptors. Doing a decent job. Fourth base coming in over here. From LiquidZenio. LiquidHerO does not know about it. And LiquidHerO just able to keep LiquidZenio on his toes. And but this is quite the small ground army from LiquidZenio. I'm not sure if going out across the map is such a good idea. Can kill off this pylon, but should retreat immediately after that. Otherwise, he will be caught in the middle of the map just like this. He cannot win this fight. Zenio, turn around. You can't win this fight. Actually, that's a lot of units coming in. So it looks like LiquidZenio can win that engagement, but more Colossus coming out, more Zealots coming out, and those Zealots and Colossus are pretty good against Roach Hydra. There are tons of Corruptors here though, with plenty of ability for corruption. Still enough to deal with some Colossus. Stalkers and trying to position themselves to move on this fourth base probably, but he still does not know about that fourth base. LiquidZenio going to move across the map and try to go for this base, but he could get flanked. There's a cannon over here, and now it looks like LiquidZenio is going to move across and try to attack this army, but there are 2 Colossus now, and LiquidZenio is quite outnumbered. Army supply does show that LiquidZenio does have a bigger army. Oh, but LiquidZenio getting another flank over here, and somehow able to kill off those Colossus and get the force away. LiquidZenio with some very aggressive play over here, just trying to keep LiquidHerO back, trying to snipe this base over here. It looks like he will get that base. LiquidZenio somehow not dying quite yet. I thought with all those Colossus and that kind of good position from HerO, LiquidZenio was done for. It doesn't look like he has a very big army, but LiquidZenio with 106 army supply, 15 more machines coming out, Hive Tech coming out. Looks like he's just going to try to pummel HerO to death and just go Roach Hydra max, Roach Hydra Corruptor max, and then just go try to kill HerO. HerO could get some Void Rays out, go Void Ray Colossus, but he doesn't really have the time to do that. LiquidZenio is moving across the map, trying to keep him pinned back, and LiquidHerO has to be careful not to separate his army, and it is separated right now, making his army a little bit weaker. He will be able to flank from over here, but you have to keep that Protoss army together, otherwise it is very weak, just like a Terran army. If it is split up, it is a lot weaker. And what was that? Is that a Roach trying to prevent an expansion? Yes, it was. Zealous could try to do a counterattack over here, and there's no defense over here, but LiquidZenio does have this expansion established. And it looks like LiquidHerO will be moving across the map. He does not have a lot of money in the bank, but his economy is still pretty decent. Can retake that fourth base quite easily. That is what he will do, but LiquidZenio will lose his fourth base. That is exactly what you don't want, and all these drones will die. Stalker's cutting off the escape path, and this expansion will die, so LiquidZenio is starting to fall behind in the expansion, but he does have a nice army getting Swarm Hosts as well. Will these Swarm Hosts come out in time to help deal with this army? I don't think so. 40 seconds, and this army will get to LiquidZenio's base quicker than 40 seconds. There are no Corruptors, only just now getting 1 Viper. That will not be enough at all. LiquidZenio may be in a little bit of trouble here now, despite being able to keep HerO pinned back. Now he may be in a little trouble. Time was going down, and LiquidHerO does have Zenio does have a good concave, but Colossus just roasting away everything. Stalker just getting, Stalker is really able to stay alive with that Blink Micro, and Colossus just killing everything. Swarm Hosts coming out, and Swarm Hosts are trying to do their best, but blinking right on top of those Swarm Hosts, and Observer will allow him to kill off all those Swarm Hosts. And Viper just coming to the party a little too late, but 1 Viper probably wouldn't have done anything besides put down Blinding Clouds, but Blinding Clouds takes much more energy than whatchamacallit, than Abducts, and it looks like LiquidZenio, despite looking like he could have taken that game, LiquidHerO just came out with a 3 Colossus death push, and Zenio not quite able to get his Swarm Host out in time, not quite able to get that Viper out in time, and with those units, he might have won that engagement quite easily, but thanks for watching, guys.